Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go over the second trade that I took on GbpChf today. There's a lot of value here for a couple of different reasons. We're going to break all that down in a few seconds here. But before we get into the recap, do me a favor, hit the red subscribe button below me, join the family, that way you don't miss any of my future trading content that I'm constantly creating, almost daily videos now for you and the rest of the trading community. So here today, you can see I have two positions on GbpChf, a long position earlier this morning, and then my sell position closed in two different parts here at about 10:45 this morning. Now, if you haven't seen the GbpChf long recap that was posted a day or two ago, make sure you go back and watch that. I detail exactly what I liked about the long trade, so we're not going to focus on that too much here. We're going to talk about the focus that I had to stick with this pair, the reason why I was confident to get in it short, and what the technicals were telling me as far as why I could still take it short, even though originally I was long biased today. So if we flip over and look at TradingView as the trade is actually coming lower now, of course, that I'm out of it, I want you to understand everything that I was looking at. Yes, we have a perfect, what we would call full trend EMAs telling us that we're moving higher today. Also a really good TDI in the buy zone telling us to stay long biased. That's why we were initially long here. But if you zoom out, you can see yesterday's high creating this level at 128.02, 128.03, even 128.04. That level was tested once, twice, and then here when we went long with the third hit to that level. Even to the point where you could technically see a small little head and shoulders formation here with your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder. The break of the 50 EMA with this strong body was what really got me interested to see this thing come lower. The reason for that was because we see divergence building, not only as I have marked here with today's RSI high to today's price action high, you see how the RSI is falling, price action is rising, but also if you zoom out and you draw lines, we can change the color of these instead of making them purple, we'll make them dark blue. You can see RSI from yesterday's high to today, it's falling, but if we draw that same line as we should and match it on price action here to now here, that pump into that zone where we went probably up 10 pips in our original trade, that creates divergence as well with an RSI falling, price action rising, telling us you got to trust the TDI. And as this comes lower, it gives you that last jab here with those pins up to the zone. It is trying to break out. It's trying, and it just couldn't. So when it was showing me these signals that normally would say it would go higher, but it wasn't going higher, that kind of makes me think maybe this is going to reset. When I say reset, I mean come into accumulation, come into consolidation, kind of bringing the EMAs together back towards this 800. So initially when we broke the 50, that's when I got short. I liked the idea there. It quickly dropped to the 200, putting a body through it, which said to me, hey, if we can hold the 8 EMA, this is going to pump a little bit lower. And that's why I held in and I was able to get the full 14, 15 pips out of the trade, as you saw on the P&L. Here, I'll pull it up again right here. 13 pips from one half, 14 pips from the other half. So I covered the trade, ended profitable today because I stayed focused. I want you guys to understand, like I didn't just hop in this short, just trading all on, emotional reactions to the first loss. I took the loss. I was looking for longs. I wanted to buy it again in here, but it wasn't convincing enough. So I'm staying unbiased, sitting neutral. I see the divergence on top. I see the falling RSI, and I know risk reward. I know the break of the 50 here could be a 9 pip stop. I can go get 14, 15 pips. That's a good trade, especially when I need to cover that loss to keep the week blue. I would have been blue either way, but still, to keep the day blue, I should say, and keep my momentum rolling forward with wins. So now, today, taking that loss, coming back, and hitting the one winner closed in two pieces, it feels really good as far as a reinforcer when we talk about following the rules. The rules are very clear, so when we see setups like this, if you can read the risk reward, if you can be unemotional, there's no reason not to get in it. So I hope I can bring you guys value and share some knowledge with you here and help you see that you don't need to be all over the market. You don't need to be trading a bunch of pairs. You can find one pair, and if you have rules, ways to trade it counter trend and in trend, you're never going to miss good entries. So here, no, it wasn't a re-entry long. It was a re-entry short in the real direction this thing wanted to move today, which is probably lower. As you can see, now that we're under the 200, it might retest the 200 for a little bit and then make its way down here, 127.62 towards that 800 EMA. So I think I'm really happy with today. It's 11 o'clock. I'm done trading, and I've now made two videos, hopefully helping you guys make better trading decisions going forward. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the trade. Let me know if you would have been able to have the fortitude and the trust in your system. If it told you to go short after going long and getting stopped, you would still take it, because that's where I want you guys to be. So like I said, I hope this helps. I'll see you guys in the next trade recap.